America, land of freedom and elite figure skating. 51 Olympic medals, 15 golds, dominance. But figure skating has always required icy cold. What if you could access elite figure skating technology in all corners of America without swimming for it? Introducing the Marsblade AxL. Your preferred figure skating boot and our revolutionary technology combine to take speed, power, grip, and control to levels never before seen in the traditional, rigid inline skates. The AxL is the first ever inline figure skate with patented flow motion technology, which uses a fully customizable rocker that accurately replicates ice skates. Flow motion improves maneuverability, comfort, and skating performance.
Unlike any other inline skates I've tried, these feel exactly like my ice figure skates. They're unbelievable.
Follow us on TikTok and compete for prizes with the hashtag Marsblade Challenge. Proud sponsor of US Figure Skating.
A new innovation in figure skating technology has come to surface, providing accessible equipment to figure skaters looking to test the boundaries when it comes to training and perfecting their craft. Today, I am joined with the Marsblade AxL team, looking to give us more insight into the future of figure skating training in North America. This is SportsCenter. Hello everyone and welcome to SportsCenter. A lot of action going on in the world of sports tonight, but before we start, we have a very exciting new product that's shocking the figure skating world. I'm joined by Jake, the VP of Marsblade AxL, and his team to explain more about their new product. Jake, why don't you introduce your team?
Hi, thanks for having us, Nick. So first I'm going to start with, I have Nicole with me, Gabe, and Connery. And so before we get started, I'd just like to thank you for inviting our team to the show today. We appreciate the opportunity to be here. With that being said, we will let's our way into what the Marsblade AxL is all about. We've already revolutionized off-ice hockey training, and now we're here with a brand new product that will revolutionize off-ice figure skating training. This is what we have incorporated our flow motion technology into the new AxL skate. Flow motion technology uses a unique rocker that enables all four wheels to stay in contact with the surface for a longer period of time to improve all aspects of skating. I know what you're probably thinking. Why should we listen to Jake talk about rollerblade technology? I mean, you're probably betting I can't even do a toe loop, let alone a double or triple AxL. So we brought someone who can. 3-time Olympic medalist, 5-time world champion, and 9-time American champion. Our team believes that she represents our brand perfectly and fits our goal to revolutionize the figure skating sport. So with no further ado, I introduce Michelle Kwan.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Jake. Marsblade approached my team and I with a pitch about the AxL a while ago. Starting figure skating since age 11, I know all about how different types of figure skates feel depending on the quality. At first, I was skeptical of how these can actually mimic skating on ice, as I've tried a few before. That's until I was sent a pair and took them out for a spin in my neighborhood. I was extremely impressed and surprised about how the AxL uses technology to replicate skating on ice. My favorite feature is how much control I have, as all four wheels stay on the floor longer due to the customizable rocker. Every other off-ice skate I've tried before replicates the blade curve through different size wheels, but you never have all four wheels in contact with the ground, which means you lose speed and control. The AxL is different. So after that, it was quite easy to decide that I definitely would love to be on board the Marsblade AxL team.
Awesome. Michelle, thank you for joining us. It's always great to have an Olympian on the show. All right, so I want to get a little bit of understanding for the market now. So where will the Marsblade AxLs be available, and what market demand do you anticipate for your product?
Well, our company is located in Sweden, so of course AxLs will be available in the EU, but we strongly value the potential of the North American market, and that's really what we're here to talk about today. In Canada and the US, there are almost 400,000 registered figure skaters, which is a third of the size of the ice hockey market. Initially, we will target elite skaters with access through national skating bodies. If the top 15% of figure skaters are interested in the competitive advantage we offer, that represents demand for 60,000 pairs in North America. About 70% of the market is comprised of females, 2/3 of which are under the age of 18. We will target competitive teenage girl skaters in order to gain a strong market foothold. However, we estimate far greater market potential, especially in the US. American youth are highly competitive and focused on organized sports. Our product provides such a significant training and competitive advantage that we expect it to trickle down to almost all skaters. With no requirement for ice, figure skating has never been more accessible in warmer climates and the summer. We will look to grow the sport and thus demand within the target market of over 70 million North American preteens to young adults, with potential for future expansion into new demographics. While our initial marketing will target athletic younger people, skating is a sport that is relatively easy on the joints and can be enjoyed well into the golden years.
Terrific. Now it sounds like there is a real need for this product right now. So how do you plan on competing with some of the other off-ice figure skating brands that already exist in the market? What competitive advantages do you think the Marsblade AxL has?
So I'll speak on this. Unlike any other inline skates I've tried, these feel exactly like my ice figure skates. They're unbelievable. A big differentiator I experienced with the AxL is their patent technology called the flow motion technology that creates a special rocker replicating the rounded shape ice blade to make it feel like you're on ice. Although I heard this was originally designed for hockey skates, I can truly say that the technology is flexible and works well for off-ice figure skating as well. I'm a big advocate of this technology, as it allows skaters like myself to maneuver naturally while maximizing performance and comfort. Also, as mentioned earlier, the North American market is relatively untapped for off-ice skates. I'm personally really excited for the AxL to be available in North America because I really believe in the flow motion technology. It's a true game changer. I think Marsblade will be a key player who's capable of competing with market leaders, and I'm excited for a growth potential of figure skating with the AxL.
Terrific, and I'm extremely excited for the growth of figure skating as well. This seems like a product that can definitely increase the training of some of the athletes as well as grow the sport in general. So I'm just wondering, from a corporate strategy kind of point of view, what is your plan in terms of the Marsblade AxL Corporation when it comes to the development of the team and the introduction of the new product, as well as how will your team focus its effort when it comes to sales and marketing?
To ensure that proper people are at the center of Marsblade AxL, a team of 15 will transition from the roles currently at Marsblade into the AxL team. The team will be led by myself and the rest of the team on the call today. As president of the AxL, I will lead a socially responsible team with focus on providing figure skaters the necessary tools for them to succeed in their craft, as well as make the sport more fun. The AxL team will have autonomy on sales and marketing tactics given their expertise in the skating industry and resources given to them. Strategic decisions will be with upper management of Marsblade and the AxL team to ensure unity of transactions and partnerships and athletic endorsement deals. Myself and 3 other managers will be responsible for developing the marketing strategy to sell products to end users across North America.
That's great, and so I want to know how many products will be introduced to the market. I know this is a new product, and this seems to be some sort of risk associated with launching on this size of scale. How do you plan on mitigating that risk?
So the 2 products will be developed in order to optimize potential customers: a used figure skating blade for customers aged 12 and under, and the AxL Pro, which will be developed for the highest quality of materials and precision for top athletic movements to reflect an ice surface. The sales team will work closely with current sales reps for Marsblade in order to understand the selling experience to retailers and wholesalers who currently carry the Marsblade products. In order to manage risk of product failure, aggressive marketing and sales tactics through social media will be used to generate excitement and desire for the Marsblade AxL. AxL blades will also be distributed to athletes, a part of the Skate Canada and US figure skating, to promote the use in order to increase demand from lower skating level competitors.
That's awesome. So, I want to get a better idea of the financing now. So at Marsblade, I know you guys have focused entirely on hockey throughout your history, but now you're entering this entirely new market of figure skating. How do you plan on securing the financing necessary for this new venture?
Great question. I think we're very lucky to be in the position that we are. Our revolutionary flow motion technology is proprietary and secured by patent. We have also designed it to be highly customizable. So applying flow motion to inline figure skates has a very low R&D cost for us. A few quick measurements and we will basically be ready for prototype testing with professional skaters. Our most significant R&D cost came from development of a dry land toe pick that is the most accurate reflection of the on-ice version available. The AxL product requires the same production process as all our other lines, so production does not require restructuring or a significant investment in overhaul. Internally, a portion of funds earned by our inline and ice hockey lines will be diverted towards the AxL line. Our hockey revenues averaged $6.7 million per quarter in 2020. By reallocating less than 10% in the first year, which we are very comfortable doing considering the figure skating market is approximately a third the size of the hockey market, we will have nearly $700,000 for further R&D and can produce the first 100,000 AxL skates at a production cost of $20 a pair. Following 1 year, we fully expect the AxL line to be self-sustainable, allowing for sporting separation again. Actually, our greatest cost will be incurred through endorsement deals, corporate sponsorships of national skating bodies, and advertising. To secure the necessary funding, we will look to the same strategy we use when expanding within the hockey market. In 2020, we had a successful financing round that earned 30 million Swedish krona and was led by elite hockey players Austin Matthews and Henrik Zetterberg. We will open up shares for another round of financing with a target of 15 million krona, where we will target elite, successful figure skaters and other investors. The proprietary product speaks for itself in these types of investment rounds. It's so revolutionary, and once elite skaters use them, they can never go back to any alternatives and are chomping at the bit for investment opportunities.
That's amazing. I know I would love to see Austin Matthews in a pair of figure skates. I'd probably pay 30 million krona for that. So thank you for sharing that, Connery. I want to shift focus over to marketing now. So how do you guys plan on keeping a consistent brand image within the market? What will you guys do to ensure the target audience has a clear understanding of the product?
So by having the AxL be a product expansion of Marsblade, through using their existing brand recognition of the company, we will attempt to reach this new target market of figure skaters by utilizing promotion techniques that represent the purpose of the product towards them. We will do so by showing our target market how they're able to use this product to either better their techniques off the ice or simply just for leisure activity, giving the figure skating boot an additional purpose. To ensure consistency throughout the brand and product, all forms of marketing, including the social media aspects, advertisements, etc., will be utilized with the same strategy of showing consumers the purpose and need of the product, as well as being consistent throughout with labeling, coloring, and fonts of the product. We are creating a cohesive marketing plan by utilizing platforms such as TikTok to reach our audience by creating competitions, dances, and giveaways. Additionally, we'll be having figure skater Michelle Kwan in advertisements, shows the target market how even professionals use this product to better their techniques. Both of these promotion techniques represent how the AxL is both fun and performance-driven. Ultimately, we will not be using ambush marketing as a technique, as our goal is to grow the sport of figure skating as a whole, and providing an option like this makes the sport more accessible to all.
Obviously, yeah, I totally agree with that. That sounds like a great understanding of your marketing plan. So when it comes to your corporate partnerships, will you be partnering with any organizations to help bring the product to market?
Yeah, great question. We actually partnered with Skate Canada and US Figure Skating to provide athletes in each program with the AxL before our initial launch to market. The partnership will give funding to each program with the return of national exposure to the largest active bodies of figure skaters in North America, ranging from beginners to professionals. This will allow Marsblade to enter the ideal market where there's high demand for figure skating training equipment. We know that there have been some scandals with corruption in the judging sphere of figure skating, but we do not consider this to be a concern with the launch of the AxL, as Marsblade is a socially responsible company.
That's amazing. That's great to hear. So I want to shift focus down to a topic that I know no one likes to talk about. We obviously have to cover it, and that's the pandemic. So how will the pandemic impact your plans for the Mars AxL skate, and how do you think your plans in the future for AxL would be impacted by another lockdown?
Good question, Nick. It's hard to do a lot of these days without thinking about the pandemic. So part of the reason behind our design to go with the AxL is due to the impact the pandemic has had on the ability of competitive and recreational skaters to find ice to practice on. It's much more economically viable and realistic for parents of these skaters to buy the skates for their kids than to rent the ice at any time, let alone during the pandemic when ice is limited. This will keep young and experienced athletes involved in the sport, whether there's ice or not. We feel if there's another lockdown, it could benefit us because these skaters will be even more desperate to stay involved within the sport.
Great. Yeah, that's a great answer. Okay, I have one last question for you guys, and thank you so much for being a part of this today. And it's in terms of social media. So what steps do you think the Marsblade AxL team should take when it comes to the launch of your product through social media?
Well, Marsblade is already active on YouTube and Instagram, but we're going to establish a presence on TikTok, which is popular with our target demographic. TikTok is not being used by any of our competitors, so being the first to capitalize on this platform will be a large competitive advantage for us. On YouTube and Instagram, we believe that we can revamp the content and partner with our celebrities, as well as skating organizations in North America, to create interesting and informative content. This can include a day in the life or off-season training regimens of professional skaters. These videos can highlight the benefits of the AxL and how they help figure skaters practice off-season. We're going to use platforms to push our new brand line in front of our target audience with paid advertisements and content. Our main focus will be the hashtag Marsblade Challenge on TikTok. We'll have an official dance with athletes wearing the AxLs, and the challenge will have TikTokers around the world trying to mimic the dance, and we'll choose 3 winners. The prizes will be a new pair of AxLs, tickets to a professional figure skating competition, and our grand prize, a meet and greet with the one and only Michelle Kwan. Our social strategy on TikTok will help pull consumers to our brand, as the contest will drive engagement.
Awesome. That's great, guys. Thank you so much for becoming a part of SportsCenter today. I think you guys have a very revolutionary product that can really grow the sport of figure skating, as well as the training behind it. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Nick. We look forward to seeing an AxL in your backyard.
Awesome.
Canada is renowned for its stunning winter beauty, vast frozen lakes, and world-class figure skating. But every summer, our lakes melt, leaving our skating athletes swimming behind the competition. Introducing the Marsblade AxL, your preferred figure skating boot, and our revolutionary technology combined to take speed, power, grip, and control to levels never before seen in the traditional rigid inline skates. The AxL is the first ever inline figure skate with patented flow motion technology, which uses a fully customizable rocker that accurately replicates ice skates. Flow motion improves maneuverability, comfort, and skating performance. Follow us on TikTok and compete for prizes with the hashtag Marsblade Challenge. Proud sponsor of Skate Canada.
Okay, wait. Banana, banana.